Cooper Cronk signs with Sydney Roosters. Cooper Cronk signs with Sydney Roosters. Cooper Cronk has officially been signed to the Sydney Roosters. Fox Sports has reported the outgoing Melbourne Storm halfback has inked a 2-year deal worth around $2 million. It marks the start of a new chapter for me both professionally and personally, and I look forward to joining my new teammates and coaches, and immersing myself in the club's culture in lead up to the 2018 season, Cronk said. The 33-year-old, who is currently representing Australia at the Rugby League World Cup, is set to shake up the Roosters' spine with current halfback Mitchell Pearce's position at Bondi in debate. "We are delighted to have secured the services of Cooper for the next 2 seasons," Roosters CEO Joe Kelly said. "Cooper has played the game at the highest level for a number of years and we are keenly aware of what he brings to the club. Together with the established leaders within our squad, we see him as a wonderful addition to our roster. But not everyone is a fan of the move." Former Roosters star Willie Mason was particularly vocal about Cronk's move last week, blasting the club's short-sightedness. "He'll be 35 next year, if they pay him $1 million for 1 year. Is it worth losing a player like Pearce or Friend for 5 or 6 years?" Mason asked on Skippy TV before smashing the Roosters' veterans' critics. "I don't understand their mentality on this. I'm a bit disappointed in the Roosters. Pearce has won a premiership. The only time he's vilified is when they talk about Origin. Everyone hammers him and bags the crap out of him for Origin all the time, but if you have a look at his club-level playing, you cannot fault him. He's in the top 3 players for the Roosters all the time." For them to sign Cronk in front of Pearce, it's ridiculous, it doesn't make sense. Mason said Cronk's signing could cause a revolt within the 2013 Premier's dressing room. "I'm not sure how he's going to put himself in that locker room and tell blokes like Friendy and all these other guys who will have in the back of their head, thinking, the only reason you are here is because you flicked one of my best mates," he said. "We've heard rumors Pearce wants out. Maybe Friendy will want out. It could start a revolt," he said. "That group has been together for about 6 or 7 years, the main playing group. They've won premierships together. So when you slide in now like Cooper Cronk is now, it's just the worst situation for him." Gallen, Pearce can't stay. Sharks veteran Paul Gallen said Cronk and Pearce won't be able to fit in the same team and suggested the former NSW star move on. "I think if Cooper Cronk does sign with the Roosters, I don't think Mitchell Pearce can stay," Gallen on the 9 Sports Sunday. "I don't think the positions of Pearce, 5'8" Luke, Carey and Cronk fit in together. I don't think you can turn Pearce, who has been a halfback his whole life, into a bench player," Gallen said. Luring Cronk to the club would put heat on coach Trent Robinson. "It's a big decision for the Roosters, in my opinion," he said. "Unless Cooper Cronk goes there and they win a competition, it's going to be called a failure. Where does it go back to then? Is the coach then under pressure?" The Sharks were caught up in the 3-way arm wrestle for Cronk but were eventually ousted by the Roosters. "I love Cooper Cronk, he's a great player. I would have loved seeing him come to Cronulla," Gallen said. "But the reason he would come to Cronulla was because James Maloney apparently may want to leave. That's the way it would work. You'd see him fitting into a club like that." If Mitchell Pearce wanted to leave or Kiri wanted to leave, I could see him fitting into the Roosters no problems. But to fit those three players into two positions, I can't see how it's going to work personally.